What's up, everybody? This is my Batwoman Season 2, Episode 8 review, Survived Much More, and I just want to get this off the bat. I really enjoyed this episode, and off the bat, oh my god, I didn't mean that. I really enjoyed this episode. I thought it was really good. If you're not subscribed and you're new here, please subscribe. It doesn't honestly matter. Just give it a like. I don't care. I don't care. I'll repeat that. We don't care. I don't care. But anyway, I'm rambling. I really enjoyed this episode. Sorry for how long this video is, but I'm rambling. And let's roll that intro. So this episode starts off with Ryan writing to Kate about how this could be her last day, and how she's trying to save her, and Alice is doing the same thing on Coriana, and this basically is they're writing about the same thing, but in different ways. How they survived much worse. And I'm sorry if you hear popping in the background. I have water, sparkling water. That's fizzing. But they're talking about how they survived much worse, and Alice lists off Cartwright and everybody, and how she hates Kate for putting her back into a cage, and Ryan lists off the candy lady foster care. But anyway, then Ryan tries to make this adrenaline thing, which would like spike her adrenaline up so she could go fight on Coriana. But Mary's like, no, that could kill you. It could. Did the person on YouTube you found this say that it would kill you and only give you 24 hours to live instead of the days that you have? But then Luke goes to meet with Mary, and Luke gives Mary information about Alice and how she's on Coriana. And Mary's just like, where'd you get this information? Batwoman? Will you tell me who she is? Blah, blah, blah. And Luke's like, no. Just, we told you where Batwoman is. Alice is. Go find her. Go find Kate. I don't know. But, then, Luke and Mary are, in the Batcave with, Ryan. And they're watching the body cam of Sophie, and as they're watching the body cam, Sophie starts talking to Jacob about how they need to get a desert rose and to give to Batwoman and to cure Ryan. But they don't say that because they don't know that Ryan is Batwoman. But as they're watching the body cam footage, so through the body cam footage, they got abducted, and the team's watching that. But then with the adrenaline in Ryan's system, she's all pumped up and ready to fight, and Mary basically tells her the more you use, the more you get excited and pumped up, the less adrenaline's going to be in your system. But then they track where Alice was and where the tracer broke off into the middle of the ocean, into the middle of some ocean. So that's where they're going to drop Ryan. And then Luke puts some EMPs on Ryan's back to drop on the island. So when Ryan's in the plane, she's all nervous because she's never been in a plane, and she doesn't want to jump, but Luke's like, you gotta jump now or else you'll be in water, and we haven't packed some shark repellent, and that was really funny. Mary mentioned something about the bat plane, but then Ryan jumps out, and we see this awesome scene, man. This may have been my favorite scene in the episode. I don't know, there's some beautiful scenes, but we see through her eyes, and we see how she's focusing on the island, seeing the two targets, but as she's coming in from above, she starts on fire, like when something re-enters the atmosphere, which means she probably dropped from very high places, man. But then she drops the EMP, and I don't know how that didn't break from a height like that. But anyway, Tatiana, or no, this is Whisper Dare, is not interviewing, is talking to Sophie and Jacob, and she wants Sophie to join, Sophia's crew, and Sophie says, why would I do that, and stuff like that, and Whisper responds with, you're already part of a group of killers, the Crows, and, Sophie's like, no, I'll never join you, and then, Sophie and Jacob get free of their restraints and knock out, Whisper Dare. And I know that's a pretty bad picture, man. I'm sorry. But then, Ryan lands, and, the background from when she was landing and the parachute was okay. I didn't think that CGI was pretty good, though. But conveniently, she lands right where the desert roses are planted, and those are some beautiful plants, man. They're just absolutely stunning. But anyway, somehow they got this camera angle through the lens. I don't know. But then, Brian has been spotted by, the people that live on Sophia's island, and they are coming after her, and they fight. And Ryan loses, but we don't see that part. Sophia is talking to Alice about how, she killed Ocean, or quote-unquote killed. She didn't actually, but, at this point, I don't know, man. At this point, Sophia is talking to Alice about how she killed Ocean. I probably already said that. I have nothing to say here until Ryan appears. The henchmen take Ryan to Sophia, and Ryan basically says, stuff like, check under Ocean's ear for a seam. That's not Ocean, and stuff, and then, Ryan's taken away to a cell, but, Alice is pissed about that, man, because Batwoman just ruined her plan, and it's not really an evil plan. Well, it is, because she was gonna kill Kate, but, then Sophia rips off the fake Ocean's face, and it's just the dude from a morgue that, quote-unquote, nobody would care about from, Alice, and then Alice is trying to play it off, and, man, Ryan just really ruined, Alice's plan, man. But, Sophia then brings out the real Ocean, who she had captured his flight from, and gives, Alice the opportunity to actually kill Ryan. And this is because, Ocean says, like, you want me out of the way because you know, Alice will always like me more than she likes you. And, by the end of it, Ocean is right. Sophia is selfish. She wants Alice all to herself. So, she takes the knife out of, the fake Ocean, and, she hands it to, Alice, and Alice knows what she has to do, and you can see it on Ocean's face, and Ocean's like, please don't, no, don't, bad acting here, but, Ocean's like, please, do you not remember? And, I don't know, this scene is kind of sad, because, you kind of feel for Ocean and Alice, because I would have liked to see more of them. But then, Alice tells Ocean that she's sorry because she doesn't want to kill Kate anymore. So then Alice kills Ocean, and Ocean's dead, man. But he does get revived later in the episode by Sophia, by a Desert Rose. I didn't remember when, so there's not a picture of it, but he does get revived later. But then Alice is thrown in a cell with Batwoman, and she finds out why Batwoman's at the island pretty quick when she coughs up blood, and Alice is basically like, you're here for a Desert Rose, or you're here to get Kate out, because there can't be one Batwoman for 5 minutes. There always has to be a bad person, and this is like a good 3 minutes of Alice and Ryan talking, which, to be honest, is pretty boring, but they're the best characters in the show, I'll be honest. The acting from both of them is great, man. And Ryan's basically like, you won't kill Kate, I know it in your eyes. And at this point, Alice doesn't want to. So, but then Sophia walks in and tells Alice that you've been on a long journey. One, you can see your sister. And then she asks Ryan what she wants, because if someone gives me a favor, I do them a favor. And Ryan says she wants Kate and the Desert Rose, and I don't know. She says that she wants Kate alive, which is kind of what the opposite of what she thinks Alice wants. But at this point, Alice wants Kate alive too. But Sophia is basically like, no, you have to pick one or the other, and Ryan has a feeling that she knows that Alice will do the right thing, so she says that she will take the Desert Rose. But then back in Gotham, Luke and Mary are in the office that leads into the Batcave, the office, and then they get attacked by one of Sophia's people, and the scene was cool because Luke didn't do anything. I was hoping for like a Batwing stuff or something, but no. Mary takes, this was cool. Mary takes the dude out with a glass that you would drink some alcohol out of. I don't know, but then the henchman lands on Ryan's plant, which Ryan promised. Mary promised Ryan that she would take care of. So as they lift her up and get the plant, she wakes up again, and then that's where Julia comes in with the save and kills the henchman. Which this was like the one time I've never actually had a problem with Julia, man. Julia actually killed it this episode, and she's back, and she's like, why did I have to kill one of Sophia's henchmen? They explain and stuff. But then the power goes back on, and man, this next stuff is intense. Ryan is in her cell, I think talking to Tatiana, not Whisper. They're so similar, I don't know. Yeah, I think it's Tatiana. But Tatiana basically says to Ryan that she commends her for taking the Desert Rose by an island native because Kate was never here. Kate was never on Coriana. But then at the same time, Alice is on her way to supposedly meet Kate with Sophia, and when she opens the door, there's nothing. You know what there is? Just a cruel, sick joke. There is a room filled with the same necklace that Kate and Alice have. Man, they really gave us hope. I honestly thought she was on the island. Man, but anyway. This is sick. But it's a sick joke, man. Sophia basically says, Kate was never here. I just got you here. I just wanted to get you here. I never even did anything to Kate's plane. Which makes you think, how did it blow up? Who did it? But then, Julia is talking to, this was hard to watch, Luke and Mary, saying that they found body parts by, Bloodhaven, that they tested the DNA, and it confirms Kate's dead. Man, that hit hard, man. I don't like Kate Kane. I didn't like Ruby Rose's performance, but it still hit hard when she died. But anyway, Sophie and Jacob are roaming the island, and they find a plane, and Jacob basically says, go grab a desert rose or anything, and then give me an hour and we can leave. So then Sophie leaves, but Alice is being escorted by 2 guards, and she easily takes them out. But there's a bunch of fire here, and she grabs the fire and throws it, and she basically says, if I can't have my sister, you can't have your desert rose. And so she burns the field of desert roses so that Ryan can't have one to survive. Alice is a villain. She's not going to become a good guy, even though she has good guy traits. But then the desert rose starts on fire, and this was probably my favorite scene in the episode. It was so beautiful with all the fire, and it was just beautiful. But then Sophia sees that they're all burning, and she cries like someone if you walked over flowers. My flowers! Oh my god, I'm sorry. That was bad. But, yeah, I'm hungry. Sophie walks over to grab a desert rose and sees that they're all on fire. But behind her, Batwoman is there, and she chuckles and is like, Batwoman goes, I wondered why my guard left his post. And, Batwoman is like, I'm sorry, blah, 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 and I'm gonna die. Will you wait with me? I don't want to die alone. And man, I love this scene. Sophie's like, I'm sorry, you never deserved any of that crap I gave you, earlier in the episode. But then it cuts to, the people in Gotham, Julia, Mary, Luke, and they see the feed from Batwoman's goggles because the EMP must have gone out, and they see the desert roses are on fire. But then, we cut back to Coriana, where, Ryan's not gonna die alone. She's with, Mary. And I'm saying, this scene, if they try to make Mary and Sophie a couple, not Mary, Ryan and Sophie a couple, the show's actually pretty good right now. I hate to say that. I don't hate to say that. But if they try to make them a couple, I will hate this show, man. Bring back Kate, and then they can go off happily ever after. I don't care. But, yeah. So, Ryan's not gonna die alone. But then, Mary gets a phone call from Luke because the EMPs are out. And, Luke basically tells them to get, back to Gotham because they have a cure. I'm sorry, I just burped, excuse me. Because they have a cure for, Ryan. Because a desert rose sprouted on her plant. I don't know how that happened. Maybe it was in, like, one of the guards' pockets. But then we have the post-credit scene where, it shows a barber shop and it's closed. And I was very, intrigued by this. I don't know how, but, then we go through events, and this was, like, kind of cool. But then we see a bandaged person underneath, and I don't know if you can tell by the hair or anything, but you know who that is, right? I knew who it was at first, but that's Kate Kane, alive in the flesh. And you can tell by the necklace down there. And about 30 minutes after the episode aired, Wallace Day got announced to be the new Kate Kane. So welcome Wallace Day to the Arrowverse. And don't replace Orion, just leave with Sophie and have a happy ending. But anyway, that was my review for this episode. I hope you enjoyed the episode. I surely did. But you can tell this was supposed to be the mid-season finale. If this had aired in October, they're doing the Flash thing, I think, with the two main big bads. But you can tell because next episode they're introducing Black Mask, which by the trailer it's just like a mask with elasticity that you could find at a children's store, which I think is kind of stupid. But anyway, I would more like a helmet, not a mask, even though it was called Black Mask. But anyway, that's my review. I'm gonna stop talking so you can find a new video. Goodbye, and stay safe, and see you on Tuesday.